Welcome to Akhand Vidyashram, the first institute of impeccable wisdom. Let's talk about Chandraghanta, the third Chaitra Navratri, the third stage of fire elements. We started with Shailputri as a Bhumi, earth element, and Brahmacharni as a water element, reproductive system. Third Chandraghanta, the third stage of the fire element. Bhumi, water and fire are the third thing, Agni-Bhuta. Now, as I've been saying, Aham Brahmasmi is the one statement which is very clear to me and very dear to me, because this is something makes me, I'm in the image of the God as such. And truth is the most important, and the truth is that I do believe I am made in the image of God. I am the perfect one, and I can be in tune with universal consciousness, Brahman, so that I can be a Brahman, to be Brahman and do all what the greatest rishis, maharishis, spiritual scientists of the world could ever do. That is the faith I have. That is the bhakti yoga. That's the devotion towards the universal consciousness, or Nirankar Nirgun Brahman. And the essence of that is Aham Brahmasmi. And that makes me clear that I am, like all the rishis who said, we are in the image of the God. And I also see the picture down, spiral galaxy has got 10.34419 spirals, not 10 or 11 spirals. We are going to see that as a part of Divyank, 22 by 21 to the power of 10.34419. That is the formula with which the nature, divine nature, has created all the perfect objects of the entire universe. What we know of the human body, we know of the solar system, and at least the spiral galaxy are made with this only. And now from that point of view, since we are talking about goddess Durga, Navratri, 9 concept, the concept of Mahishasura is the one which is the binding factor to understand goddess Durga, Mata Vaishno Devi, or Raktabij, Chamundeshwari and Kali as such, about the way Mahishasura was killed. And I am not going to details of why Mahishasura was made. Let's not go into that. But he had the boon that no man, god or otherwise, could kill him. Only a female could kill him. Maybe he did not believe that there could be a female who is more powerful than all the goddesses put together itself. I think that was beyond his comprehension. I can understand it. So as a result of that boon, he started terrorizing everyone, including gods, in all the 3 spheres, whether the Bhumi, the earth, Antariksh, or heaven. Thereafter, all the gods and everybody approached Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and said, we have to find a solution. So they all put together, gave all their energies of powers, and made a picture which is goddess Durga. And I do know, I was under the impression that goddess Durga has got only 8 arms, which I am used to it, which I have been repeating. And Mata Vaishno Devi is the incarnation, it's also with 8. But I realized actually, as I started making on Mahishasura, that actually there are 18 arms of Chamundeshwari or Mahakali, or Durga was created with 18 arms. So as a result, she was just like the goddess Adi Parashakti, which has also 18 arms. So she is the divine mother of creation, and she is the one who is able to create all the situation where Mahishasura and all the asuras, Rakta, Bij, Chanda, Munda, etc., were eliminated once for all. That is what a Vijayadashmi part. But this particular thing is preparing towards that. So now let's understand this concept of this puja, which are Uttarayanam, starting of that. Both sun and moon are on the rising side, whereas Vijayadashmi is the other way around. Now this picture is very clear. That is goddess Durga on the line and killing Mahishasura. You can see the picture of Mahishasura, the demon as such. So 18 arms, 9 on either side, speaks volume that she has the power which is equivalent to Adi Parashakti. I think that speaks volumes. Now Adi Prashakti is again in this picture. You can see she is the divine mother of Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. You can see 9 lotus petals on top, and they are born to be 9 on deck. So there are 18. Is same reflection of Adi Prashakti, divine mother of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, all of us put together. And I have been making it very clear, there is a Brahma within me which gives a creation for myself, and I can have my further generation. Then 10 stages of development are also within me with the endocrine system, autonomic nervous system, and the 10 stages of development are every stage I have shown it. And also has Shiva as a stage of completion by and large. And those are the 3 things that given in Divyank. 22 by 21 is Brahma, 10 is the Dasavatara, and 0.344 is Shiv as such, the last concluding moksha part. Now, there are 7 pillars of wisdom which have helped me to come to this level, and let me make one thing very clear. My first truth is Satya. Satyamev Jayate. Om Tat Sat. Satchit Anand. Everything is Sat, and that is the Dharma, that is righteousness, and that is what is Advaita philosophy. Once a man like Aham Brahmasmi, he is based on Satya and truth and Dharma, non-violence, etc. He represents the force within himself, and that is what has been given by Adi Shankaracharya and others as Advaita philosophy. Then second I have written about Bhakti, devotion, yoga, which is Dvaita. I am separate from God. So I look up to God to help me to do on the hill. And that is also very important part of Sanatana Dharma as such. These two are important parts of Sanatana Dharma. But I do believe if I have to be much more conscientious, in tune with universal consciousness, I should be based on Satya, Dharma, Bhakti, devotion, then my Arthik Nitis, economics, actions, everything should lead to moksha. That is only possible then Shibhushan Sharma as a Jivatma is one, and Antaratma within me which is Aditi. And then we put together in tune with universal consciousness, only that we can. And reflection of that is seen even in Gita, where Krishna is like Jivatma, Antaratma and Paramatma, all the 3. So this is what it is. But having realized that you are one with tuned consciousness, mind has to be controlled, and after that only Gyan, Vigyan would rise. Philosophical chapter is the 4th chapter of spiritual evolution. That is what I am talking about. After philosophy, we should take you to the scientific approach, Vigyan, Gyan to Vigyan, science, Vidya. That is the 5th stage. After going to science and finding, then find the absolute wisdom in a symbolic representation, the next stage, which is 6th stage. Now, after that, the ultimate stage of wisdom could come when we know the divine mathematics as such, of everything is complete. After 70 years of research, searching for that with the nature, I found that in Divyank, and in light of Divyank, I am explaining Ganit Vidya as such. Tan, Man, Dhan. Tantra Vidya, Yantra Vidya, Mantra Vidya and Ganit Vidya, all the 4 pillars have brought me to this level, and I do know unless until we have an approach in spirituality which is focused on mathematics, divine mathematics, not man-made concept, only then we can be in tune with universal consciousness. Now coming to the next one. Now we are going to talk about the 9th thing. The first thing is Shalputri. As I know from Dogri, that means good girl, good daughter is Shalputri, the first stage. That means she has come to be staged as the one in which she is in tune with Aditi. She has all the mind, Indriya, everything is under control, and only after controlling of the mind, which Patanjali talks, Chitta Vritti Nirodh, it is yoga. So come to Ofti, that you can realize. That means Shalputri has realized herself, her Antaratma within herself. And that is the first stage of spiritual evolution. Control the mind, all the fluctuations, then Antaratma will let you go to the higher level. That is the first thing in Shalputri as such. Then in this is sprouting of the first. Ankur is given for inner consciousness. That's the beginning of system to rise to the solar system one by one. Then come to ancient Sat Chakra Nirupana. Muladhara Chakra has got 4 petals, and Beej Mantra, seed mantra, is Lam. And that is the other picture is what I have made. So you can see the first 4 letters which are connected with Muladhara Chakra with 4 petals is the starting point of Sanskrit language also. Then scientifically, this is with coccygeal ganglion impart, where both left and right sympathetic are put together like Ida and Pingala merging together in Muladhara Chakra. This is Tantra and medical science coming together. That's the picture I am giving it. And this is where they have the end of sympathetic system under control. And when this is under control, your autonomous system is control, and you are perfectly healthy, wealthy, wise and happy. And that is what I am saying. You are associated with Bhumi, you are associated with earth and Matsya, and like a fish, it is represents the first stage of vertebrate is a fish, divine fish is the starting. You can see the picture down. Then come to the stretching of Vishnu's first incarnation is Matsya, and that is related with water element and divine fish. That means earth and water put together is a fish. Fish lives only in water. Outside the water it cannot survive. That is what Shailputri means. It has to have connection with the physical body as such. Only when this is physically connected, solar system, sympathetic system, autonomic system, and all the concepts are put together as one integrated thing, and that is Akhandata all about. Such a person will be very, very healthy, wealthy, wise and happy. Now this picture I can see this, you can see the fish on the down center right hand side is very clear. Now the second stage is the Brahmacharini, an explosion of Divine Mother. This is the second stage of procreation. When you think of procreation, you can think of only sacral parasympathetic nervous system. That is where Divine Mother comes up. The first was a daughter who has not started menstruating. Now is menstruating, ready to be a mother, as a Divine Mother with love and care is seen in Brahmachari. Brahmachari is a very person, pious like Sati Savitri and other things, is like purity as you can see, and with the kind of consciousness which is required to take us to the highest level of universal consciousness. Now, in Muladhara Chakra, the sound is Lam, and the Bij mantra for Swadhisthana Chakra is Vam, and there are 6 petals. That is 4 petals, is 6 petals. And down is the picture made by me. Second is the one which made from Sat Chakra Nirupana. Now come to the stage of planet. Venus planet is known for creation, which has male and female both, with husband and wife put together as a loving couple. That is what is expected of Brahmachari, and Brahmachari as such to live a perfectly healthy, wealthy, wise, happy home with a beautiful family integrated. That is something which Brahmachari has told me. We have to be a perfect couple by and large. Then come to the Vishnu avatar. It is a Kurma avatar. This is a tortoise, and interesting enough, the churning of ocean, when all the things from ocean were got, the Meru mountain was sported only on Kurma. That's the most beautiful thing. I think that is the second thing which helped us to get all the things required for the physical body's health as such. Then Kurma avatar, you can this particular picture right at the second part down, the yellow portion with all these chakras is what is Kurma all about. Now Brahmacharis, I am showing the sacral parasympathetic system. There is a spinal cord. Sacrum part, there are 5 segments: S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Out of these S2, S3 and 3 and 4 are the one of the 5 segments from which these 3 nerves arise, and they supply the 5 organs as such. That is also Deviang's equation by and large. This is again a divine mathematics as such. Then this particular connection of that also helped me to realize that all the perfect human menstrual cycle which is taught to everyone from A to Z throughout the world is defective. They can talk of only bleeding 5 days, proliferation 8 days, ovulation and 30 days excretion. That is not true. This particular picture made me realize that it's moon which is connected 29.52 days, and there are 3 days before bleeding, actually female menstrual. You can read that separately as such to know, but this is idea. This particular thing has made me, this is defect and we should do it properly, very well. Then come to Chandraghanta. Chandra means is a moon. It is connected with that. It's a divine energy. See, like Bhumi is earth, water. Now we are gone to Agni element, a fire element, which is a third of the five. It's a third stage of spiritual science as such. Now this is the picture of Chandraghanta, third stage of divine fire element, and that is very clear. Now this is connected with Navi Chakra, and Navi Chakra sound is Ram. You can see Ram there, you can see the picture, and there are 10 birds. 4, 6 and 10 are again the same sequence. 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. It's like a Deving equation only. Everything is beautifully designed by nature. Same thing you can see 10 words in this which are connected with Mooladhara. 4 plus 6 plus that, we have already got 20 words in this 3 level itself. Then this is connection with the moon, the mind, and you control the mind, only then you go to the next higher level of consciousness. That means this particular stage has much more influenced by the moon movement. So flippression and excitement is connected with that, and that is where sodium, water and other thing comes to very important role. Moon's light during Amavasya, sea water has many things, and Purnima also tides are more, and that's what I think Chandraghanta is very clear on that, and that's where the moon is very closely associated. Now you can see how earth was also cleared by the third thing called Varha, wild boar, the revival of life. As I think picture is very clear, and this picture shows that Bhu is goal, that people knew very well this. But the mouth of the Vara avatar is one thing which I am going to show you in the next stage. In this picture you can see very clearly, you have seen the fish, you have seen the snake, you have seen tortoise. Now you are seeing the face of Varha, that blue thing like a trident, Trishul, is exactly the way this is. I think it's very interesting. This picture has made me realize the beauty of universal consciousness within the picture itself. This was something which I had made in 2002 in the first book, A Khand and a Sense of Universal Consciousness. I think nature has been very gracious on me. Now Vijayadashmi is the day on which Ravana was killed, and Rama, the king, incarnation of goddess, you can say Vishnu's avatar, is Rama, is not able to kill King Ravana at all. Why he is not able to do is not clear, but it is said that his brother Vashisht told Rama, you have to kill Ravan only by killing himself, by attacking him on navel or Nabhi chakra. What is so special about this, that only attacking navel he could be killed, otherwise it cannot be killed? And that is something which I realize, it's an impeccable spiritual wisdom why he could not be killed. And I think that has made me realize something which is very, very essential for me to explain, that there is something in the body which is connected with navel, and that makes a real difference. Let's see what it is. That is again adrenal gland, the emergency gland, the survival gland. And now in this particular picture I am going to show you very clearly, blood supplies through the capsule from outside renal artery, which comes to the first layer, which is zona glomerulatus. And that particular zone, the first layer of adrenal cortex, produces mineralocorticoid, a steroid which is responsible for absorption of water and sodium and excretion of potassium. That means anyone in this particular thing is very clear, water will be retained, sodium will be retained, blood pressure will be retained, and that is most important for survival. That's it. Second layer, zona fractularis, and that is a ligand which produces glucocorticoid, a steroid to make glucose. So you need water, you need sodium, you need glucose. These are the energies which will make you survive. If you keep your blood pressure normal, blood sugar normal, sodium normal, water level normal, properly hydrated, you are likely not to die at all, because these are the vital things to keep you alive. Third stage is zona reticularis. That means in this particular zone, testosterone and estrogen are produced. But let me tell you, there is a zonal water, this blood flows from outside to the first stage, then to second, to the third stage inside itself, like a complete integrated system as such. And that means it doesn't go out one by one. So first layer to second layer to third layer. So testosterone is absolutely essential for muscles, blood, oxygen, intelligence, and otherwise. Estrogen helps. That's why this particular organ makes you survive in every way. Then same blood from these three stages goes to the inner medulla, which is endocrine sympathetic system, a ganglion, and it can produce adrenal gland to produce sympathomimetic hormones like catecholamines, which will help you to survive come what may be. That is where it is emergency gland, it's a survival. Even if he could be attacked 9 times, 10 times, nobody, because this system will make sure all the vital parameters are automatically well taken care of. Blood will stop, there will not be bleeding, because sympathetic system plays very important role, and sympathetic system is throughout the body, and all the hormones are required to maintain that you revive yourself at the earliest. And from that point of view, I would say this particular concept has made me realize that third day of her, you have come to stage, you are going to survive, and that is where revolution. And Atma, by and large, in every one of us, moves from Mooladhara to Swadhisthana to Nabhi automatically. Higher evolution is little later, which we are going to see in the next stage. So from that point of view, I would only say, who is completely perfectly integrated adrenal gland with the Nabhi, he is a superhuman being. Come what may, he will survive. He cannot be. I think that is the beauty of his statement in Ramayana, that Ravan cannot be killed by Sri Rama itself, a god incarnate himself, and only because in him third center of consciousness, Chandraghanta or Navi, is very, very important. I think that kind of wisdom, spiritual science, is what I am interested as a medical person. That's what everybody has to see, how with yoga itself you can control the mind, have the consciousness, and move on to higher levels one by one in a much better way. I think from that angle, I think this particular picture, short and sweet, nice. Next we will go to the fourth level later, and this picture I am not going to talk much. I think enough for the day, short and sweet. Thank you very much.